Hey guys, so yesterday when we met, we did 3-digit divided by 2-digit, and we're going to do that today. That's what your work is going to be on today. And yesterday, the main focus was doing our estimating to see what we could come up with. Today's lesson is going to be a different strategy instead of estimating. Now, sometimes this one takes maybe a smidge longer, but sometimes this helps students and it's a little bit more accurate maybe for you than if you're estimating. Because like I said yesterday, hopefully I did, that rounding sometimes, I think that's the best way to kind of get an estimate of what your answer is going to be close to. But sometimes when rounding, we forget to go back to our actual divisor. We forget to go back to whatever our divisor is. All right. So again, just like we did yesterday, my suggestion is definitely to flip your paper sideways, so that way the lines are going vertical up and down instead of left to right. So that way we can put our numbers in it. All right. So here's our first problem today. Our first problem is 996 divided by 52. All right. And I'm writing it like this first, just so that way we can practice setting it up, because sometimes it is this way and we actually have to set it up. So we have 996 divided by 52. I'm going to have my house. All right. And this is my dividend. Dividend goes in the house, dividend. So 996. And then my divisor is trying to get inside of the house. I'm going to put 52. Okay. So a strategy, instead of estimating first. Now, again, I still think that's a really good strategy if you're good at rounding, because it kind of quickly lets you know what it's going to be close to. If you don't have that strategy, what we're going to do is, I like to start off with, no matter what, we are going to write down the first 5 multiples. Whew, I hit the computer. The first 5 multiples of 52. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not familiar with the first 5 multiples of 52. So what we have to do is we have to do repeated addition, because that's what multiples are. Okay, so our first multiple is 52. Okay, so my next one would be, and again, I'm going to have to add, and again, this does take a little bit longer, and when I say first 5 multiples, that's at least what you're going to have to do. You might have to add on more, but I like to start off with just the first 5, because then maybe you won't have to go past 5 in your quotient. So we're going to do 52 plus 52. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 plus 5 is. So that's our second multiple. First multiple is 52. Second one's 104. So I'm going to add 52 again. Third multiple is 156. Going to keep going. Add another 52. 8. 208 is my fourth multiple. And remember, I said the first 5. So we have the first 4. So now I add 52 again. All right, so there's my first 5 multiples. And again, we might have to do more, but maybe we won't have to, so I won't have to do anything else. So just like we kind of did yesterday, you don't look at this whole thing. You look at just the 9. Well, how many groups of 52 can you make out of 9? Not possible. If I've got 9 figures, I can't make a group of 52 out of that. So if that's not possible, we put a 0 at the top. I like to always put my multiplication sign. 52 times 0 is 0. 9 minus 0 is 9. And I bring down 1 digit. Don't bring down all of them, just 1. So now I have 99. Well, how many groups of 52 can I make out of 99? Well, if I go over to my multiples, I've got a 52 My next multiple is 104. Oh, so close, but that is too high. So 52 goes into 99 just once, because 2 times would be too much. So 1. 52 times 1 is 52. We're going to subtract. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. And I'm going to bring down my 6. So now I have 476. Well, how many groups of 52 go into 476? Well, I got to my 5th multiple, and that was only 260. I definitely think we can get close. I'm running out of room over here, so I'm going to come over to this side and do my next multiple. So 260 plus 52, 2, 6. That's 312. I think we can get closer. So I'm going to keep going. So plus 52. That's my 7th multiple. That's 364. Still think we can get closer. That's 416. We're in the 400s now. That was our 8th multiple. Let's go one more and see what we get. 468. That is really close. That is close as we're getting, and that's the 9th multiple. So we're going to put 9 up here. 552 times 9 was 468. We're going to subtract. I can't do 6 minus 8. Can't do 16 minus 8, which is 8. So my answer is 19, remainder 8. 19, remainder 8. Now, we're going to check this. That was a lot of work. I told you sometimes this way takes a little bit more time, but sometimes it's more accurate. So 19, remainder 8. So we're going to check it real quick. We're going to do 52 times 19 and then add our remainder. Let me clear this off. So again, 52 times 19. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus 1 is 46. Cross the 1 off. 9 off. Bring down the egg. 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is 5. 8. 8. 9. So that's 988 plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. Take 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 996. 996. So our answer was 19, remainder 8, and we just checked it real quick. All right, we're going to do another one. Same strategy. All right. All right, here is my next problem that I'm going to set up. So we have 538 divided by 77. So again, I have it set up going horizontally, so that way we can practice setting it up vertically. Remember, dividend, divisor. Dividend goes in the house. So my house is here. I'm going to put 538. And again, flipping that paper sideways, always keeping it sideways for this. Divided by 77. So, looking at our 77, we're going to do our first 5 multiples of 77. Remember, last time we had to go further, but maybe this time we won't. I don't know yet. All right. So my first multiple is, of course, 1. So that's 77. Now I'm going to do plus 77. That's 154. So you see, it is very important that we're able to add here, because that's what we're doing right now. We're doing our repeated addition. Plus 77. 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. 231. That's our third multiple. 7 plus 1 is 8. 7 plus 3 is 10. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's 308. Got one more multiple that we're going to do. 8 plus 7 is 15. 7 plus 1 is 8. All right. So we're going to stop at 5 for right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at just the 5. Well, how many groups of 77 can you make out of 5? You can't make any groups of 77 out of 5. You don't have enough. Okay, so just like we did last time, we put a 0 here. 77 times 0 is 0. Subtract 5. Just bring down one number. Don't bring down all of them. Now we got 53. How many groups of 77 go into 53? Well, our first multiple is 77, so can we make a group of 77 out of 53? No, it's not enough. 77 times 0 is 0. 53 minus 0 is 53. And now we're back to our original number of 538. Well, we were at 385. I think we can get closer, so I'm going to go back over here. This will be my 6th one, so 385 plus 77. 7 plus 5 is 12. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. That's 462. And at 538, let's keep going, plus 77. 2 plus 7 is 9. 7 plus 6 is 13. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Look at that. 539, 538. It is one too far away. So it is not 7 times, it is 6 times. So 77 times 6 was 462. Subtract it. 8 minus 2 is 6. Can't do 3 minus 6. 13 minus 6 is 7. So it's 6, remainder 76. Let's check that real quick by doing 77 times 6 and then adding our remainder. Oh, so close. All right, so here's our 77, putting the bigger number on top. Because this one has 2 digits. Excuse me, 2 digits. This only has 1. 6 times 7 is 42. Here's the 4. 6 times 7 is 42. 43, 44, 45, 46. So there's 462, which was our last multiple that we came up with. Makes sense. Plus 76. 6 plus 2 is 8. 7 plus 6 is 13. 4 plus 1 is 5. 538. That is what our dividend was. 538. All right. So just to kind of repeat some of the main things from this lesson today is 1, turn that paper sideways. It is super helpful to help you to line up your numbers and not get kind of all over the place. If I didn't have this here, my numbers would be going probably to the left or to the right, be going all wonky, all sorts of different ways because it's not lined up. Remember, every time that you do bring something down when you're dividing, it's one number, not 2 or 3 numbers. It's only one number that you bring down at a time. Okay, number 2, the dividend goes in the house. Remember, dividend is in the house. The divisor is out of the house. The divisor is trying to get in. All right, and then our answer is our quotient. And then for this strategy, we list the first 5 multiples of the divisor. That doesn't mean our answer is going to be in the first 5, but maybe we can see it there and we won't have to do as much. Because on our last problem that we did, we only had to stop at our 6th multiple. We didn't waste our time going all the way to our 9th multiple. Okay, that's just the way that one worked out. Here are our strategies again. Part 2 is going to be the same thing. So we'll probably review these in just a minute. Good job, guys. Good luck.